Mac, look. Another message from this mysterious person who calls herself Omega. Well, Mac, you gonna go? How about you, Tom?
Stop looking at me like that.
You are going, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Good luck, boys.
Hey, I'm looking for Jimmy Hansen.
I'm Jimmy Hansen.
I'm Tom, and this is Mac. We're reporters from the Seaside newspaper.
Pleased to meet you. Something wrong, fellas?
You're Jimmy Hansen?
Sure am. Is there a problem?
Well, it's just the last time we were here, I spoke to a different Jimmy Hansen, and he sure wasn't you.
Well, I don't see the harm in telling you folks. It ain't no big secret or anything. But a while back, some government fellas came out to the farm, rented the whole damn place. Said they was from the National Peace and Security Commission. Asked for my cooperation in the name of national security.
The National Peace and Security Commission.
I know. I thought the same thing myself. But I didn't see any harm in it. All they wanted to do was rent the ranch for a spin and use their names.
And you didn't have a problem with that?
They greatly appreciated it.
Didn't two of your steers die around the same time?
Yeah. They told me it was an accident. But like I said, they greatly appreciated our kindly accommodation. Anything that happened out there, or any damage that they did, they made sure I was more than fully compensated. Know what I mean? What was there to complain about?
So what happened to the steers?
They buried them out back.
Transfer me to Carter Stillman.
Stillman speaking.
Hey, it's Tom here. Well, Mac and I went out to Jimmy's ranch again and found out something pretty interesting. I'll tell you all about it later, but what I need to know right now is, who tipped you off to the ranch in the first place?
I didn't take the call. Let me see if I can find the memo. Yeah, here it is. It says that Jimmy called himself.
I get it now.
What's going on?
Something that'll turn the world upside down.
I don't believe this. The feds were involved in feeding us this bogus story, and we fell for it.
Hook, line, and sinker.
The government was using this alien story as a cover-up to hide something. That must mean that the UFO expert story, the one about the government hiding the existence of alien life form, that's a lie, too.
It was just the opposite.
And who exactly are these EBE, anyway?
There are two possibilities. The first is that the EBE actually exist. But I don't think they're really advanced enough for the government to take advantage of them.
So, what do you mean?
Meaning the EBEs exist, but they're probably about as smart as a Cocker Spaniel.
So, what's your other theory?
It's a trick, sleight of hand. There are humans running around in EBE suits.
The government is happy that we're writing about aliens because we're just spreading misinformation to the general public.
Yep. They want to make the EBEs out to be the killers in the LA mutilation murders. And we can't forget about those national peace and security men who paid off Jimmy to let them mutilate his cattle.
I think what's going on out at that ranch is the biggest mystery of all.
Well, it could very well be that they were testing their latest military weaponry on the livestock.
So that would mean that the killer was an alien. He was human.
Exactly.
I think we have to see that weapons expert, Richard Major, and we got to do it tonight because he's leaving town tomorrow.
Whoa, wait a minute. What about the conclusion we just came up with?
What? So you don't think that we need to see a weapons expert?
How about you, Mac? Do you want to go see Richard Major right now? If you were to make a portable plasma weapon, what would it look like?
Probably like a rocket launcher or a bazooka gun. Easy to carry, easy to focus on the target. If you were to set just 3 microwave rocket launchers on the tip of the weapon, connected to a microcomputer, the user would then only have to shift the 2 microwave intersections, and bingo, instant plasma.
Where's the source of electricity to charge the plasma?
Well, the bigger the electrical source, the more destructive the power. Generally, a simple portable generator would be sufficient.
Suppose this sort of weaponry already existed. How would you test it?
Well, the killing of humans would be best, but problematical to say the least. Now, testing it on cattle, horses, and other domestic animals would be easier and a lot less conspicuous. And if you had a generator and deployed it with a helicopter, you could fly to any ranch and fire away at will, no one being the wiser.
A helicopter.
Besides, plasma weapons are not nuclear. They're a lot cleaner, but just as deadly. When the plasma hits you, you're actually getting several thousand degrees centigrade of fireballs pumped into your body. Your organs and blood would disintegrate in microseconds. You have to remember that plasma is a gaseous substance, a collection of charged particles, which is an excellent conductor of electricity. It would make a very neat and tidy little weapon.
Would it make a hole in the body?
Of course.
What about the soldier who deploys the weapon? Would he be affected by the heat?
Not if he were wearing a helmet and a protective suit. I believe the military has already designed a suit such as this out of a durable material. It could be like a black stealth fighter jacket or something.
Possibly silvery?
Maybe.
What would you think if you saw someone dressed like this in the middle of the night without any knowledge of this technology or weaponry?
They definitely would look very strange.
Like aliens?
If you believed in that sort of thing.
You mentioned earlier that the temperature of the plasma could be as low as the temperature of the human body. If a human were exposed to this form of low-grade plasma, would there still be an effect?
Even body temperature plasma can be harmful. You have to remember, this is an electromagnetic wave. It's deadly. It would first numb the nervous system, and in a worst case, cause brain damage and possible heart failure.
Paralysis?
Perhaps. If the plasma were aimed at a car, the engine would probably die too.
How big an area would the plasma affect?
Depends how your lenses are set. If they're focused on a small micrometer diameter, then anything in that area would be harmed.
Would you see the fireball shooting out?
No. No. Low temperature plasma is invisible.
What?
It's the nature of the plasma. The higher the temperature, the more visible it becomes. The fireballs actually change colors, from red to blue to white.
Well, thank you for your time.
You know, I worked on a Hollywood movie as a military effects supervisor. That's how I know all this stuff. I proposed an idea about a weapon system that could destroy cities. And if you launch several of these microwaves, you created this intense plasma.
I saw that movie.
Well, in the movie, we set it up not as a microwave, but as a refined particle wave that generated the organism. You know, in theory, you could create something like that.
What do you think about this particle plasma?
Well, this is just a hunch, but I think the government's already developing it.
Are you sure you didn't leave any evidence?
Yes, sir.
I never expected him to go that crazy. Now that his escape has been confirmed, heads are going to roll.
I am aware of that, sir. Sergeant Maynard. Yes. It's for you, sir.
This is Benjamin Lesser. Yes. The problem has been taken care of. We fried his brains by exposing him to an electromagnetic wave. He stole our plasma gun and killed 2 female civilians, then holed himself up in a cheap apartment and was planning to kill more civilians. The good thing was we were able to get to him before he did any more damage. Also, we got there before the police, so the security of the mission wasn't compromised. Yes, General. He was eliminated in the same manner as the others. The entire incident will remain a mystery. Yes, sir. We leaked some information to one of those UFO experts. They now will all believe that the entire incident was engineered by aliens.
Mission has been jeopardized. We screwed up. She saw him. Stop her!
Congratulations. You have learned the truth by fully utilizing the information from my messenger, Omega. I'm sure you realize there are many unnatural incidents that cannot be solved by common sense alone. However, this is only one answer. As I'm sure you know and realize, there are 3 different resolutions. I heartily advise you now to take the chance again and try to reach one of those conclusions.